Won't Back Down. This is the new music inside the locker room for the Montreal Canadiens, choice by the Cole Caulfield and accept by the assistant captain Joel Emerson in charge about the music in the locker room. The new song, Won't Back Down. And this is really what they are, the Montreal Canadiens, since the beginning of the season. Today, guys, we have a really busy HABS Daily News, episode number 179. What do you have in the menu, coach, today? Allen rewards the HABS best duo dynamic in NHL. The HABS best trade happening last summer 2022. Then the preview game between the Montreal Canadiens and the New Jersey Devils. And I add one more. Who do you sit when Mike Madison is coming back in the lineup? Let's dive in and talking about the first subject of the day. My first subject, guys, is very quick. It's just to honor Jake Allen, award the trophy of the Jean BELIVEAU. This it was for his leadership and what he brings inside of the community in the downtown or in the Montreal area. We know Jake Allen is really involved with friend fundraising or other events during the season in hockey, and that's the reason he got the trophy of Jean BELIVEAU. Was glad to see Mr. BELIVEAU beside Jake Allen. It's just a quick subject for you guys. And let's move on now for the subject number 2 of the episode 179. My next subject, guys, for the HABS is about the NHL new dynamic duo. I'm talking about Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield, guys. They scored 20 of the 47 goals since the beginning of the season for the Montreal Canadiens. That's gave them a 43% of goal share. Then, if you think about this, the NHL stat right now on the goal scoring, Nick Suzuki is number 5th in NHL and Cole Caulfield is number 10 in NHL. We didn't see this, guys, for a long time. Two players for the Montreal Canadiens perform together. Think about this, guys. One both of score in the same game. Montreal Canadiens are 7-1-1 since the beginning of the season. And then it's funny because both of them never have a goal-winning game since the beginning of the season, but they have 10 goals of the 20. They are tied the game at some point during the season for the Montreal Canadiens. And then Suzuki, guys, right now, possibly he is on the pace to reach 104 points. Not sure he's going to get it. And Caulfield is at 87 points. We have to go to the season 1995 and 1996 to see two players, two teammates for the Montreal Canadiens. I'm talking about Vincent D'Anfos and Pierre Durgeon. Both did 96 and 94 points. So I just want to share with you the new dynamic duo. Suzuki and Caulfield are behind McDavid and Draisaitl as the best duo in NHL. Just give you an idea how they're doing so far with the Montreal Canadiens. Let's move on now, guys, for the next subject of the day. My next subject, guys, is about something happening last summer. Sometimes the best trade are the one that you don't make. What are you talking about, Coach? We heard this, guys. During the NHL Draft 22, HABS want to trade to get lower. They was willing to trade the pick number 26 and 33 to go lower. And they was targeting two players. The first one was Noah Aslan, ranked 10 and 25th in NHL ranking for the best player for the Draft 22. Montreal saw him as a number 5 on their list. Then they targeting another player, Jonathan Lekerimaki, another great teammate of Aslan, and Montreal was really interested to get him. They invite him to have a dinner, the Buffalo Combine, and you can see Montreal was targeting two players like them. And what happening, guys, is it turned out HABS refused or did not make a trade, and they got Philippe Mézard and Howard Beck. And we never got a chance to get Lekerimaki and Aslan. We know Buffalo Sabres and the Vancouver Canucks select them. Then Beck right now is 22 points in 15 games, and Mézard is 11 points in 9 games, both play in OHL. Sometime, guys, I will ask you this question. Leave me a comment. Would you make that deal today? I think it's legit to ask you this. If you think it will be better for Montreal make that deal or not. And honestly, like I said at the beginning, best trade are the one that you don't make. And I think it turned around to be a really excellent decision for the Montreal Canadiens to select two great players, possibly to become two big assets for the Montreal Canadiens in long term. This complete, guys, my other subject. Let's move on now, guys, for the next one. My next one, guys, is really difficult. HABS, big problem. Are you talking about, coach? Everything looking great right now. They won the last 3 games. They are 8-6-1. Everybody never thought they're going to be like this. Who do you sit? What are you talking about, coach? Come on. But listen, guys. First of all, Mike Madison returns soon. They have to remove one player. I don't know who is going to be, first of all. It's not what I'm talking about. When they remove one player, they have to figure out who is going to be, because they cannot play with 7 defensemen. My point here, I want to show to you its front graphic. Again, I love graphics. The shot share by pairing. Cole Savard, 41.2. Kovacevic and Harris, 53.1. And Jacky and Whiteman at 55.1. And then Jacky Emerson, 44.7. You have to pay attention. Cole Savard play with the best opponent players. Same thing most of the time, Kovacevic, Harris. And then Jacky and Whiteman play with the third pairing, the third line or the fourth line to opponent team. That's what you have to consider about this one. This was the 5 vs 5 CF. The next graphic I want to talk about, guys, is high danger scoring chance sharing. The 5 vs 5 at the CF percentage. Again, Cole is about 36.1. Kovacevic, Harris almost dominate with 44.6. Same thing with Jacky and Whiteman, 44.4. Finally, Jacky Emerson, 45.8. Finally, the last one I want to talk about is the expected goal share. A goal share XGF versus the GF at 5 vs 5. Cole Savard, 42.3, 52.3. Kovacevic, Harris is really the best pairing, dominate on both categories, followed by Jacky Whiteman, and then Jacky Emerson really low at 25 to 39.9. Then Cole Savard is number 2. So what this graphic showed to us, coach, but that showed to us some players struggle. And then honestly, it's because he was hurt. Joel Emerson, guys, maybe Emerson is on the ice every time. The ad at us score, at chance, and at shot. Every since Joel Emerson reached the Montreal Canadiens, the Montreal struggle on 3 different things area. And for me, I ask you this question, guys. What would be your new pairing candidate to sit Edmondson? Are you agree or not? Because one Mike Emerson pop up. Which pairing do you break up? Cole Savard, Kovacevic, Harris, Jacky Emerson? One of them have to be out. We consider already Whiteman not there anymore. Would be really interesting what the Montreal Canadiens, and this is my question to you. HABS, big problem. Who do you sit? I would love to hear from you. Leave me a comment, and let's finishing this episode with my last subject of the day. My last subject of the day, guys, is the preview game between the Devils versus the Montreal Canadiens. I'm going to focusing more on the Devils tonight, because honestly, they are one of the biggest surprise since the beginning of the season. They are right now, guys, on the straight with 9W. Unbelievable performance. We know already Jesper Bratt with 19 points, Nico O'Shara 17 points. We have Jack Hughes 15 points, and the veterans, ex-Montreal Canadien, Thomas Tatar, have already 11 points. So everything looking great right now for the New Jersey Devils. But I want to show why they are so good, coach. But again, you know who I am? Yes, by number, underlying. Here what they are dominate in NHL, guys. The goal, the GF percentage, 61.43. They are number 1, guys. Montreal are only at 50. The high danger scoring 4, 66.67, guys. They are number 1 in NHL. Montreal is only at 41.95. Finally, the CF percentage, 58.90. 5th in NHL, 48.49. And for the Montreal Canadiens, you can see Devils, their reason they dominate is because they are really good on the analytic data, and because the transition is a team that really have a lot of speed. They carry on the puck a lot. The entering zone, the time they pass an offensive zone is excellent, and that's the biggest reason why the Devils are number one right now in the Metropolitan Division. Another stat I want to mention to you guys is the Devils, guys, have 40 goals on the 55 goals they did already in NHL. At 5 versus 5, they are number one in NHL, guys, and when they play even strength. We know this category is really important when you consider a team, how they look like, and that's the reason the Devils overall, they are great. On the flip side, the special team are not like crazy. They are in the middle of the pack, like almost like the Montreal Canadiens overall. But again, the big difference for me is the even strength they play 5 versus 5. And of course, the defensive is pretty good. One player make a big impact on the defensives for them is really Jean Marino. We know they trade him from the Pittsburgh Penguins and return a Ty Smith. It's really an amazing, great impact. We know right now Blackwood is out. Vanecek should be the starter for the Devils tonight. I don't know too much about the Montreal Canadiens because I don't know what Martin is going to do with the roster. We know now Slavkovsky is back with the Montreal Canadiens tonight. So which player is going to be out? Yesterday, Drouin and Armia was on the treatment day, so they have a day off the practice. Will be interesting how the Martin Saint-Louis is going to insert Slavkovsky, which player is going to be removed from the Montreal Canadiens. It could become between Joel Armia or Dadonov. That's my two other players I believe could happening for the Montreal Canadiens. Finally, I will say to you, is Slavkovsky. I see him unfortunately to play on the 4 line. I wish and I hope one day they're going to put him with Sean Monahan and Josh Anderson. So that's complete, guys. All the subject we have for this episode. Here we go. Won't Back Down. This is the new song for the Montreal Canadiens. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode 179. But before we leave, we want to remind you guys, don't forget to subscribe, sharing this video. We are looking for more viewers and join us during we do our live streaming. We do a lot of show every single day. And finally, please click on the likes and leave me a comment about this episode. Until the next time, we want to remind you, of course, you have greatness inside of you, and we wish you an amazing, blessed day, everybody.